So you started watching this video simply because the title said that somebody else out there went about creating content online and generating cash flow passively without ever showing their face or creating a single video themselves. And you saw that title and you thought to yourself, wow, wouldn't it be cool if I did that too? The main issue is not the fact that this thing doesn't work. The main issue is that I'm going to go throughout this entire video, break down the entire process, literally everything from A to Z, show you from start to finish how to create this channel with the prompts, with the systems, with the sites and everything. And the real issue is that 98.9% of you are not going to do a thing. You're not going to lift a finger. You're going to watch this video. You might like it. You might drop a comment. You're going to be excited, but no one's going to do anything about it. And what's crazy, I even have an entire school community literally free where you can join and get my entire, like an entire massive course for free with tons of content. I even go live twice a week, free. I don't charge $1 for it. And most of you guys are going to do absolutely nothing. So I ask you now, if you're the type of person that's not going to take action on this, then don't finish watching this video. Just click away now. I'll deal with the bad average view duration. Doesn't matter to me. I only want people who consume my content, the action takers. That's all only people I want in my system, in my ecosystem, because those who simply take action are the ones who make money. And there's a story here to be told, because the channel I'm about to uncover today and show you the entire roadmap is somebody who decided to just take action. It's a very simple concept. I'm going to show you exactly how you can clone this channel and make very similar returns, because the whole system can be completely streamlined and automated by AI softwares, or even just delegating this out to simple people online. All right. So without further ado, I want to get straight into the video. I don't want to waste anyone's time. I want to show you guys exactly how you can use AI softwares and use simple tools to recreate a channel just like this and start generating cash flow, whether it's $1,000 a month or $10,000 a month. It doesn't matter. The idea is that your simple efforts can make money online, and I'm going to show you guys how. And I hope that you are part of the 1.1% that actually take action, because it's not that difficult. The hardest thing is just taking the first jump and putting yourself out there, because of course there's a risk of it not working, but would you rather live with the risk of it not working or the idea of knowing that you never tried, right? So but motivating you guys, I just wanted to put that out there because it's very important to me that I just am able to work with and attract the type of clientele and the type of followers that really do take action. I don't like the people that sit on the sidelines and they complain that their lives are not happy, they're dealing with financial burdens, but they just won't do anything about it. So I digress. The thing I'm going to talk about today is called Guard Watch. Let me just go ahead and show you here, all right? The oldest video was posted literally 4 months ago. So a very, very recent channel, all right? Very new. Now, moving down, they have a total of 5.8 million views that's been accumulated, about almost 40,000 subscribers. Pretty good, all right? Now, moving on to the actual stats. Before I show you exactly how much money they're making, because I will show you, I need you to know that YouTube will unfortunately not pay you for content until you reach 2 specific thresholds, which are 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, all right? Once you do hit these, then you are allowed to start earning revenue with YouTube. So once you actually are approved, you'll be entered into the partner program, which then you get paid from YouTube. And there's 2 different metrics to pay attention to. The first one is CPM, which is the cost per mil. And the second one is the RPM, which is the take home. And usually what happens is YouTube will pay you, the creator, 55%, and then they will take home 45% for themselves. That's about it. So now let's go into the exact numbers that this channel is pushing, so you know exactly what you can expect for yourself and what they're doing within 4 months of actually attempting this niche overall. All right. So they've done a total of 1.3 million views this month alone. All right, just this month alone. Again, total was 5.8 million. So last month they did 1.3 million views. So the way we calculate this is that we divide it by 1,000, because YouTube will pay us for every 1,000 views that are accumulated on the channel. We only get paid for the new 1,000 views, not for previous ones, just for context. So we take 1.3 million, we divide by 1,000, we get 1,300. That's the number. Keep this number in mind. Now, the average RPM for this niche is about $5 to $6. So RPM, remember, is our take. That's the 55% that YouTube gives us. So it's about $5 to $6 for every 1,000 views that YouTube will pay you for this niche. So now remembering this 1,300, we take 1,300 and multiply that by 5.6, we get $6,500 to $7,800 per month. So that's how much they earn this month for making simple videos. All right. The videos are absolutely so simple to create. It's actually mental. Anybody with very simple, basic, fundamental knowledge of how to use technology, a computer, and some softwares can make these videos. And if you don't have any of that, don't worry. I'm going to teach you today. All right. So $6,000 to $7,000 a month from creating simple videos. All right. Now, the total, let's look at the total because that's just what they made this month. Total is 5.8 million views. Divided by 1,000, you get 5,848. So you multiply that by $5 to $6, you get about $30,000 to $35,000 total generated income. Phenomenal. But mind you, I said income, that's revenue. So let's look at the profits because it's also important to understand, okay, cool, we made this much cash, but how much are you actually keeping? Because unlike drop shipping where you're dealing with 7 to 15% profit margins, YouTube is a whole different game because when you streamline systems and you automate things, it doesn't cost that much. And even more better is that when you do it yourself, it costs even less. All right. So the cost per video is between $10 to $45. Why is that spread so big? So I say, if you hire somebody today on Upwork, it's going to cost you about $45 to create this entire video, guaranteed. All right. If you choose to do it yourself, it'll average out to about $10 a month, right? That's across all the videos. So really marginal amount of investment, all right? So now $45, let's say that they spent $45. Let's say they didn't make the videos themselves and they outsourced it to somebody else. They have 110 videos on the channel, which means you multiply 45 by 110, you get about $5,000. So they spent $5,000 to then generate $29,000 to $35,000. So you take that amount, you minus $5,000, you're basically at a 95% profit margin, which is phenomenal. So again, looking at this business is so many different angles. It is absolutely mind-blowing how scalable this thing is and also how profitable it is at the same time. And most importantly, how beginner friendly and accessible the entire business model is for everybody, right? So let's move on to the entire strategy. I'm now going to break down exactly how these videos are created, starting with the topics, the titles, the videos themselves, the scripts, the animations, putting everything all together. So I'm going to do it all for you and break it all down because I want you to have the absolute best chance of success. And the only way I can do that is by showing you from scratch how it's done. Now, before I get to that, I want to talk about one simple important tip that is actually going to make or break your experience with YouTube. So not a lot of people are talking about this, but it is so vital. It's a new thing that's happening with YouTube, which is called the trust score. All right. So trust score is something that is actually almost destroying channels right now, destroying people's chances, of having successful channels because nobody understands that there's an actual trust score in place for the channels. So what a trust score means is YouTube's ability to read your channel and understand whether you are a human or a bot. Because as of right now, there's a lot of channels that are popping up left and right. They're all AI based and they're just creating all the videos with AI and flooding YouTube with hundreds and hundreds of videos without actually giving any indication that they're not a bot. And so what you need to do is one of two things, or ideally both. Number one, don't use a brand new Gmail account to start the account. All right. So when you open up your channel, don't start with a brand new Gmail account. I would find an aged Gmail account, one that's been old, like one that you started years and years and years ago, or at least 3 to 6 months ago, and I've been using it. So if you take an old original Gmail account that's so old, at least like I said, 1 to 3 years old, YouTube will already have a better indication that your channel is going to be legitimately human because it's not like a fresh account, which they have no data on. They can't actually tell if you're a bot because they have no data, right? So an old email will help a lot. The second thing is to spend 1 to 2 weeks warming up the account. This is the key, all right? Most people are not going to tell you this. And what's happening here is that if you just start a Gmail and then open up your YouTube account and then start posting videos, YouTube is going to give you 0 trust score. And so a lot of people face this issue where they'll post a video, they'll post 3 videos, they'll post 10 videos, and they'll get 1 impression, 5 impressions, 15 impressions, and they wonder why. And then they think, wow, this whole thing was an absolute scam. Everybody was lying to me, right? It doesn't work. But in reality, you haven't warmed up your account. You've given YouTube no indication that you are a real person, and they have no reason to trust you. And so they will not push your content out because they're afraid you might be a bot, right? You might be pushing harmful content. They don't know who you are. And so you need to warm up the account. So I'm going to give you guys a very quick preview of what warming up an account means. All right. So on your homepage, let's say that the niche that you have is history. Okay. So you're going to start searching up history videos and you're going to start watching these videos. You're going to find your competitors and you're going to start watching these videos and you click on them. You're going to comment on videos, you're going to like videos, you're going to watch them through like a human being. Don't act like a bot. Don't just go one video to the next video, doing the exact same thing every single time and subscribing to every single person, because that also will flag them as bot behavior. So truly act like a human. That's the whole point, right? They're actually not stupid. They will know if you're a human or a bot, right? So act like a human. First part is to spend at least 2-3 hours a day just watching content on YouTube. The second thing is to optimize your home feed. So over here, if content is not relevant to what your niche is, you want to click the 3 tabs over here and click on not interested, then go not interested, then go not interested, especially my competitor, definitely not interested. All right. So that's what you want to do for hours and hours every day for at least 1 to 2 weeks. Now, when you do that, YouTube will have a very strong indication that you're a real human, and they'll be much more inclined to push your content out. So I'm sorry for the long tangent, but it is such an important one because it is literally the make or break of your channel. All right. So now let's talk about how to create these videos. The first step is to start with the titles and topics. Now, I've saved you guys the pain of having to go through this. I literally am giving you a full ChatGPT script. I've specially optimized this one for this niche. You just have to literally copy and put it into ChatGPT. I have it right here. You paste it, boom. As soon as you do, it's going to give you 20 titles, 20 topics that you can use. So again, considering this niche, they're really, really focusing on like the clickbait, the emotion factors. You know, Trump's son ordered a royal guard to salute him for getting his, let me see here, privilege won't work here. Okay, so just an idea. Or Donald Trump ordered a guard to salute him. Only be reminded he's not in charge here, right? So these are the type of topics that are working fantastic. As you can see, 344,000 views in 5 days. That's fantastic. So what we want to do is put in the prompt. It's going to give you a ton of different topics that are just like that. Pal's card breaks rank when he recognizes his estranged father in the crowd, right? Or Secret Service agent refuses order to shoot, reveals the target is his brother. So not only do you get the really good titles and topics, you'll also have a thumbnail idea, which is very, very cool. So the thumbnail idea, it'll give you the image idea of you how to prompt it and also the text that should be there as well. Right. So that's pretty much it for the topic ideation and also the titles. Now moving on to the script writing process. All right. Again, I've done you guys a very good solid and I've literally given you guys the entire script. Now, by the way, if you guys want the script to this, you just have to come to my free community, go to Classroom. All right. And if you scroll all the way down here to the YouTube content, you can see all my YouTube videos. And if you want the specific prompt, you just have to click here and it's going to take you to a document that's going to open up with all the prompts that I'm talking about in this specific video. So obviously that's my previous video, but if you guys want that content, just join my free community. It's literally free. Link will be in the bio and then you can go from there. All right. So now what you want to do is again, copy and paste this exact script again. So copy and then paste. Now what I've done is I've actually put that into a new tab here. So I pasted this whole thing, but there's one specific section you need to modify. All right. So right here, you have to insert the scenario or incident idea here. So what I've done is I've put it here. Pal's guard breaks ranks when he recognizes his estranged father in the crowd, like I mentioned. All right. So perfect. I pasted it. Now it also asked me to attach a mock reference script because I told it in the script that I'm going to attach a script for it to model as well. So if we go back here and I just went to popular, I clicked on the nearest video and then I just clicked on here into the NextLev script extension tool. If you guys don't have NextLev, by the way, you need it. You absolutely need it. It's like $13 a month. It's a game changer. You can literally download scripts, download thumbnails with one button. It's the easiest thing in the world. I'll leave a link in the description again. There's also a 20% discount code if you want to use my discount code. If not, totally fine. But it's just going to make everything so much easier for you. So when you click on the script button, you just have to click on here, click on copy and click copy transcript. Now, I just pasted this entire script over here, as you can see. And once I finished pasting it, then it started actually writing the entire thing and put it into different scenes. So now I have the entire script put together into different scenes, perfectly written, exactly in the same format of writing as the original script and also as per the recommendations of the script and the way I've engineered it for you. All right. So now moving on, we have the script, we have the actual titles and topics. Now we just want the voiceover. Now there's a few options for voiceover. All right. We have the classic 11 Labs, we have Artlist, we have Hube and Fish Audio. Hube is actually a new software that's coming to the game and they actually have fantastic text-to-speech software intelligence because they actually give you the ability to modify the emotions, which is very, very cool. So I'm going to give you guys a sample here. I'm going to take a small piece of the script and give you guys a sample to see how you can actually modify the script based on, again, the emotions behind it.
And he saw him, an older man, standing alone by the rail, weathered, hollow-eyed, wearing the same damn jacket Mason remembered from that night. The night he walked out and never came back.
So as you can see, phenomenal. All I did was I wrote serious police general old man. Like I am actually able to type in the type of voiceover that I want. And now I can even modify the the tone as well, right? The emotions. So if I want it to be more disgust or more anger, more joyful, I can actually modify that accordingly. So this is actually really, really cool software. It gives you some different variations as well. And you can save the voice now that I've created it. It's very, very cool. So if I want to go as well, just to show you guys, for the sake of knowing the pricing, it's actually not too bad at all. The starter plan can be $3 a month, 30,000 characters gets you a decent amount, or just a $10 a month will give you pretty much enough for like probably a month worth of script. So $10 a month is fantastic. I'll leave the link in the description for this as well if you guys want to use this for yourself. All right. So the voiceover, I'd say, again, you can use Hume. Fish audio is also very, very good. It's about $13 a month for unlimited. Artlist is definitely on the more expensive side, but fantastic voiceovers. I don't think you have to go that far. And then 11 Labs is the classic one that everyone knows of as well. So now it's time to generate the images and the videos. So what I've noticed is at the beginning of their videos, they started with a text to image, right? So the image was created with AI. Then they animated the image as well. And so now it's a video, but it's only for the beginning sections. And then after that, it goes straight to the images and just a slideshow, right? So you could choose to do the whole thing with video if you so choose. You could choose to do the whole thing with images, or you could do the same thing that they're doing, which is the videos at the beginning and then following up with the images afterwards as a slideshow. So I'm going to show you guys how to do obviously both. So in the case of doing it with images, the first step is to go and actually take this entire prompt, copy it, and put it back into ChatGPT and put it after the script is finished. So once the script is finished, I say, based on the script above, I want you to act as a cinematic visual prompter, right? And that's going to be basically, after understanding all the rules here, it's going to break down every single scene into prompts, which then you can literally go and copy and paste these into this software. It's called Reeb.create. And this is a fantastic free software to create images for you. So this is where it gets really, really cool because again, you're able to not only create the whole imagery for free, but you can also then take this and put it into, like I said, the animation software and bring it to life. So this is a really good software. I'm going to leave the link in the description. If you join the free school community, it's going to be a whole step-by-step breakdown on a Google Doc with all the links, resources, prompts, everything is there. So once you've actually generated each and every image as per the prompting, as per the ChatGPT prompt here, then you can take these and put them into Pixverse. Now, Pixverse has a few credits for free. You can actually use them until they go. And then if you want to just swap emails to another one and have more credits, or you can actually go into and just spend some money on the paid, I think it's about $20 a month for the software itself. And you'll have enough credits to last you a lifetime. Like they last a long time. It's much more, you get a lot more than Kling, to be honest. And the quality is very, very good. So I'm going to show you just one example. I'm going to upload it and show you exactly what happened. All right, so just finished. I'm just going to give you a heads up. I did write guard walking slowly as the prompt. That's all I wrote. And this is what it created. So as you can see, simple image came to life, guard starts walking, and that's the beginning scene of the video. That's all you got to do. All right, so now you take each and every scene as per the script prompt here and put them into the Reeve and then download them and then put them into Pixverse and animate them. Like I said, you could do this with the whole video, or you could just do the first 3, 4, 5 scenes and call it a day. And then from there, just use the imagery to put it together. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys how to put this all together in CapCut and finalize the entire video to then post it on YouTube and start this journey off for yourselves. All right, let's move on to CapCut. All right, so now once you're in CapCut, just to give you very simple, I'm going to show you the step-by-step. All right, I'm not going to overcomplicate anything. First step is to drop your actual voiceover, the one you downloaded right from the software, and then just start dragging and dropping every single clip respectively. All right, so start off with the first one, then go to the second one. I'm pretty sure this one goes here first, and then the third one and so on and so forth, basically until you have the entire timeline together, right? You can kind of see it all piecing together. That's the whole point, is just to really start putting it, bringing it to life, essentially. I think it's this one over here and this one over here. All right. So now once you have all these scenes, you want to, first of all, make them come a little bit more to life. So what I've noticed in them, they actually have a lot of more kind of gloomy style content. So I just add this like Oppenheimer effect, and it kind of makes it feel like it's in a movie, like literally feels like I'm watching a movie. That's how hyper realistic you can get this content to look. And then if you want to add a few transitions to make it also look a little bit more lively, you can do that. I would not do anything like too crazy, just some like slight animations just to kind of bring it to life. And then you can kind of see what it looks like here, for example. All right.
Is not since the night he vanished without a word. Now, standing in formation outside Buckingham Palace, a palace guard saw the ghost of his past standing just feet away.
So as you can see, that's all there really is to it. It's really honestly just that simple. All right, so now I'm going to show you super quickly how you can put together a thumbnail. It's mostly going to consist of the same process as we did to create the images for the videos, except you're just going to throw it into Canva, put it all together a little bit more, and then you're good to go. All right, so now once you get to Canva, it's very, very simple. You just want to go ahead and type in YouTube thumbnail. All right, so YouTube thumbnail, and it's going to create the dimensions specifically for a YouTube thumbnail. Just go to blank. That's all you need. And what you want to now go is back to this Reeve app and see which scene you felt really stood out the most. So for me personally, I really like this one. I think it really brings everything to life for the scene. So I'm just going to actually input this specific image into this thumbnail template over here. So just want to go over here to uploads, upload the file. Perfect. And then when it's done, just drag and drop this and align it with the thumbnail. And then boom, we literally have a perfect thumbnail image, which I think is very, very clickbaity. And we just want to add a little bit more zest to it to really make it stand out. So the first thing is obviously to add some text. So you want to go into here and try to find something that's very bold and then just select it and drag it on top. So I'm going to go with this one right here. So now I'm just going to change the text that's written here. And what you can do is you can refer back to the prompt that I gave you because it actually gives you the thumbnail text that should appear on the thumbnail. So you can just copy and paste that for every single video that you've created. All right. So for this one, it is "Don't Shoot My Father." So that's very, very clickbaity. And we want to make it as well look just like the original photos of the competitors, right? So you just want to do this. And what you can also do to make it sound even a little bit more out is to go over here to effects and actually add like a bit of a drop shadow. You want to make the drop shadow black actually, or dark ideally. And then same thing with the other one. Go to shadow, make it dark, and then boom, you basically have this. Now, what you can also do is go here and make it a little bit more vibrant is what I usually like to do as well to make it stand out. So go to adjust, and then you can mess with the temperature a little bit, the tint, and the brightness as well. So you can bring it up the brightness quite a lot, add some contrast, add a bit of highlights, mess with the shadows, the whites as well, and the darks, and then the vibrance and the saturation slightly. All right. We can also mess with the sharpness to really make it pop, as you can see, and the clarity. So now we have something that really, really, really pops. So this stands out much more significantly than it did before. And now we have this like super, again, clickbaity image with super clickbaity text. And it really, really stands out. You can put this on this side or that side, but now it looks very similar to the competitors' thumbnails, the ones that are already proven to work. And if you really want to go above and beyond, you can actually type in like red arrow and take something from here. Or if you don't have the pro, that's fine. You could just put red arrow. And you could just take an image like this. You could download it and you can drag it right back into Canva. So go back to uploads, upload your file. And now just take this, resize it, and you can easily fit this over here. So you can really emphasize him grabbing the gun. All right. So now we already have a fantastic thumbnail that really represents the scene itself. And it's super clickbaity because it has the right kind of text, it has the arrow, all the ingredients that you need for a viral video. So guys, that pretty much concludes the entire video because I've broken down everything step by step. And going back to what I said at the beginning of the video, most of you are going to see this, you're not going to do a single thing about it, which is perfectly fine because that leaves so much more room for opportunity for the people that do want this, the people that truly want to change their lives. So if you are part of that group of people that are determined to make this thing work and you want to see results like this, where there's channels that are printing literally $1,500 to $1,800 a day, faceless, without showing their face, right? Completely automated, streamlined content, then you need to start this business. You need to work into something. You need to learn a high income skill that's going to allow this. So you can do this on your own. Absolutely. I have no doubt. But if you don't want to go through the hardships, you don't want to go through the headache of doing this whole thing on your own, you want to do it with somebody who's able to provide you a roadmap and clarity, guidance, reassurance, and confidence throughout the entire journey with the roadmap, the skills, the systems, the tools, the prompts, and the entire thing guaranteed, then maybe you want to work with someone like me, right? So if you are willing to invest into your future, into a skill set that's going to pay you dividends for years and years to come, where it allows you to have the financial freedom you're looking for, then you can click the link under this video to book a call with me or my team to see if we're a good fit to work together. Full transparency, it is a 4-figure investment simply because I guarantee it all back to you within 6 months, and because we've set up the entire system for you to succeed if you're willing to, if you're the type of person that's willing to succeed. I've gone out of my way to systemize everything and provide a roadmap, whether it's the free version or the paid version. Regardless, I just want you guys to all win. There's so many opportunities now in 2025 to make so much money online. And so I just encourage you all, just take that leap of faith forward. Just take the first step, because you never know what kind of outcomes you'll have. This is literally one of my students' channel who started with me 9 months ago, all right? 9 months, $34,000 a month. Just wanted to put that out there, all right? So I'll see you guys in the next videos. I have plenty more like this on my channel if you need more content. Or again, if you want a full in-depth breakdown, just join my free school community. Or if you want to work with me personally, link in the description.